Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we are back on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 81, and of course we are over here in my new tunnel, my new Fandangle tunnel. We built this in the last episode, and you know what? I'm actually quite happy with it. Taking a look, when I first built the tunnel, I was like, oh, that is quite ugly, but looking at it, it's actually not that bad, is it? It really isn't terrible. As far as things that I've built is concerned, I would say this thing looks pretty sweet. But anyway, I've got a few announcements to make, so I thought I would make them right at the beginning of this episode. The first thing is that I really need to keep mentioning, because I just keep forgetting about it, is the fact that I actually have a merchandise store. Yeah, I sell merchandise. You could buy t-shirts, mugs, hoodies, and all that good stuff. A link to that will be in the description, and hopefully I will remember to put it in the description of every single video from now on. I'm not particularly good at links in descriptions, seems to be like my worst point, but hopefully I'll remember it from now on. And also, the next thing that I want to say is that I have just finished the first exam in my first batch of exams. All of my exams are in batches of like different groups, and my first batch is completely done. It is done, and I feel so good. There were 2 maths exams and 2 physics exams, both the maths exams went fairly well, and the physics one went alright. So yeah, I would say it's been a pretty good one. I'm not too worried about all that stuff. So I'm feeling happy right now. I really am, because it means that I can actually get back to recording a few Minecraft videos. I haven't recorded a video for a week, which is, oh, it doesn't feel good, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I am happy to be back here on the Hermitcraft server, cracking on with some brilliant projects. From all of those golden nuggets that we had from the gold farm, we have managed to create a whopping one block of gold. Okay, it's not quite the rates of the iron foundry, but it is definitely doing the job. So I thought we would rename this gold block to First Homemade Gold Block. Brilliant. Okay, has that gone? Okay, there we go. That is the first homemade gold block. Hopefully I haven't spelt something wrong there, otherwise that'll be embarrassing. And we will chuck this into this chest here. Nice, that has got a soft spot in my heart right there. Now, the first mini project that we are going to be doing in today's episode is we are going to be connecting this little area here up to the main base, because I've realised recently, in fact, I'll be honest, I almost forgot that this thing was here. I almost forgot that we actually have a small farming central right in my base, because it isn't connected up to the base. And although we've got this really lovely entrance area in which you fall down through all the hay bales, I personally really like being able to move around my base underground, because it feels pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out the space from here over into the main area. I don't know where we're actually going to be coming off. I suppose it will be over near the enchanting area. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So we could just take out this I don't know. Maybe we could make like a little secret piston door. Oh, that's such a good idea, because we've got bookshelves. Secret piston door. So here is my plan. I have been doing a whole bunch of work in my redstone testing world, testing out 3x3 piston doors, because I don't know if you remember, behind our enchanting table, we had a 3x3 wall of bookshelves, and I think it would be so cool if that could just all open up when we do something secretive with redstone. That could be like a torch key, or an item key, or any other secret stuff. I've done plenty of them on my channel, so I'm sure I'll think of one. But the only problem that I have found is that 3x3 doors were broken. I say were because I got to it, and I've managed to fix one up, and as you can see, it is in perfect working order. Ultra compact, super fast. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks pretty good as well. The opening and closing sequences are all in sync. You really can't ask for much more from a 3x3, so pretty proud of this one. So now let's head on to the Hermitcraft server and get our building hat on. Well, at least I know that I have enough space to fit redstone down there. So, you will be more than happy to know that I have now finished the bottom part of the door, and for anyone that's ever built a 3x3 door before, unless you're building one that's really weird, often the bottom part is the most difficult, because that has all of the crazy double piston circuitry that goes on and all that block swapping stuff. So if we take a look here, you can see that we get our 2 center blocks. These are the important things, and then when we flick this lever once again, we should hopefully have the full retraction. So that is all working. I was a little bit worried because this design is really fast. I was worried that it was going to leave the blocks behind because the Hermitcraft server can occasionally, very rarely, be a little bit laggy, especially when working in my base because I have a ton of redstone stuff going on as it is, but it all seems to be working pretty smoothly, so I'm pretty happy with this, and I'm going to continue building our 3x3. We should be done by the next one because it's plain sailing from here. So the 3x3 itself is now completely done. If we just flick this lever here, you can see that it all closes up, and then when we flick it again, we get that really awesome opening and closing sequence there. So anyway, what we need to do now is we need to chuck all of the bookshelves in, and I want to see what this looks like once it's all together. I suppose it will just look like a wall. There's not much else I can do with it. So yeah, we'll chuck all the bookshelves in, and I'm already excited. Oh yeah, I can't take a look at it from out there without having to open and close the door, in which case I won't get to the input. Silly me. But anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to link up a redstone torch key to this door. And what I'm thinking is the torch key needs to be in this sort of area. We've got a bit of a problem here because we have a lot of stuff going on. We've got these buttons that control the anvil replacement. We could put it like over on this side, and then it goes all the way under and to the other side. That might be a good idea. I reckon that'll work. I hate to blow my own trumpet here, but I would say I've come up with a fairly smart redstone torch key design. Underneath here we've got ourselves a furnace, and that's got an item in it, and then we have a block here, and we should actually be taking an output. So this doesn't actually have any items in it. If we chuck some items in now and we replace this block, we should see that yes, this comparator is turned on. So now when we place a redstone torch, the block will jump upwards, and yes, we do get a slight disruption in the signal, which means that we can actually use this as a redstone torch key. So if we replace these bookshelves, which I can't do because I didn't use Silk Touch, so say this was a bookshelf, when we place this redstone torch, obviously it will get broken, but we will be taking an output from that. I'd say that's pretty clever. I'm fairly proud of this. We're doing well today. So here comes the moment of truth. Plonk down our redstone torch. Oh no. What on earth? That's really strange. It's like it's self-closing. I don't know whether to be happy or sad about that. I've got a T flip-flop over there, but evidently it's not working too well. How peculiar. The main problem with working very compactly is that you don't have a lot of space between things, and if you make a little mistake, it can lead to some funny problems, like that one that you just saw. But anyway, if we place down our redstone torch here, you can see that our door opens up, and when we place it down again, you can see it all closes back together, so that is fine. Now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get straight on and mine out all of the area behind the bookshelves all the way over to the farming room. I doubt I'm going to do any decorating today because I want to do some other technical stuff. I really am in a technical mood today. So yeah, I'm going to mine out the tunnel and then we will leave the decorating for another day. Surprisingly, that project really wasn't that lengthy. As you can see here, obviously we have our torch key, that's still there, and then we have this tunnel, we have the pressure plates that then close up the door behind us to keep us nice and secretive and all that, and then we can just walk up into our farming room. And one thing that I have just realised is that this isn't particularly secretive, because if you came to the farming room, you'd be like, oh, what's this tunnel? And then you'd walk down there and be like, oh, it's the bookshelves in the enchanting room. But oh well, it's all fun and games. And then obviously when we want to come back through, just stand on the pressure plates, everything opens up nice and quickly. We just need to use the torch key to close it all back up. But that is that one done. Like I say, we will be decorating the tunnel at some point in the near future, because I did a tunnel last episode, don't want to be doing another one again. So anyway, on to the next project. Now, as you may notice here, we actually have a little bit of space underneath the gold farm, and as you can quite clearly see, although it is also filled with mobs, it has slimes in it. It actually has slimes in it, which means that we could use this as a slime farm. Alright, so that is the plan. We're going to be using this bottom area down here as a slime farm, and I think the first thing that we have to do is we definitely have to light this place up, because although there are in fact plenty of slimes over here, there are also plenty of other mobs, and it's the other mobs that we definitely don't want. But wow, these slime guys are everywhere. Look, there's some in here. I don't want to break any redstone, but this looks like it's going to be pretty successful. So what I'm going to do is, I think I will probably end up covering the entire floor with jack-o'-lanterns, or at least spacing them like 1 block apart, just so I can make sure that there is absolutely no chance that any other mob will spawn in this area. So I'm going to crack on with that one, and then I will catch you guys in a little bit. So this was another case of Obsidian making a very easy job 10 bazillion times harder. It really is very annoying. I don't know if you guys remember. You probably do remember, because a lot of you took the mick out of me for this. I messed up the gold farm originally, and obviously when you mess up a structure that is made entirely of obsidian, A, you begin to regret it very quickly, and B, it takes hours to take down and put back up, and then I made another mistake, and yeah, that whole project was just a bit of a train wreck. This one, however, it wasn't any of my fault. We just had a lot of obsidian to deal with, so we had an obsidian streak going all the way along here, had to clear it out. It was around about 3.5 stacks, so it wasn't too bad, but I would have preferred if it was stone, let's just put it that way. But anyway, as you can see here, we have got ourselves a very fetching looking room indeed. We have got the pumpkins, everything is well lit up, we've got the stone half slabs in there looking good, and this is like a perfect slime spawning environment. So this is exactly what we want to do. Now I need some way of killing these guys, and I think I'm going to hop into a redstone testing world to test out how exactly we're going to do this, but the chances are we're going to be using a cactus killer. Welcome back to this spot. I'm sure most of you remember it because this is where I tested the zombie pigman, but we are now going to be testing the slime. I've already done a bunch of it, and I can already tell you that the cactus do not destroy any of the drops from the slime. Look, you can see slime dies, new slimes arrive, and then even newer slimes arrive, and all of their drops end up in the hoppers. I don't know if you can see, but look, the slime goes down into the hoppers. It is not destroyed by the cactus. That is quite obvious. And as you can see here, we end up with a whole bunch more slime balls, which is perfect. That's what we need in a slime farm, and this is the sort of mechanism that I'm going to be using. I think I'm going to have one side with water and the cactus. You know what? I'm not going to make any speculations just yet. We're just going to hop back onto the Hermitcraft server, and I'm going to start building. So I'm almost done with the clearing out of the first area here, and I thought I would have a really quick chat with you about a few things. Most of them, in fact all of them, are to do with the second channel that I have. I don't know if you guys knew, but I do actually have a second channel. It is called Official Mumbo, and the first thing that I want to ask, because this is really odd, is are some of you guys getting a glitch where it says that it's a paid channel and you can't subscribe? Because that happened to me last week, and also I've been receiving a whole bunch of comments saying that they've had that, or that paid channels aren't available in their country so they can't subscribe, and that's such an odd issue. I have no idea where that has come from, because the second channel definitely isn't a paid channel. I would be quite happy if it was a paid channel, as it's got about 13,000 subscribers. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But no, it isn't a paid channel. It is a completely normal YouTube channel, and it's just really strange that that bug would happen. But the next thing is that I'm having a lot of fun on that thing, and I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff on there. I did a microphone review the other day of my Bluebird microphone, the one that I use for my videos, the one that is sat right in front of me right now. And I found that really fun, and I thought, I've had a bit of an idea here, is that I might send an email to a few tech companies with that video attached and be like, hey, I make tech videos on YouTube, this is an example of my review, do you want to send me some review products please, thanks, bye. that sounds like a really good idea to me, because then they can send review units over to me and I get to review them and then occasionally send them back, or occasionally you keep them if you're really lucky. So basically I would end up doing a bunch of tech reviews on the second channel, which is something that I've always wanted to do on YouTube but never been able to. And just please let me know if you think that would be a cool idea, because I mean the second channel is there for just miscellaneous videos. It was originally set up so that I could record card vlogs, so that was my original plan, and that still is a plan for the future. But I also thought that would be a fun little addition to do technology reviews and all that good stuff. So let me know what you think of that, because I think that would be fun. And also, the second channel will be down in the description. It's always down in the description, so if you haven't heard of it before, then I would suggest checking it out. Now, I just watched the previous footage back, and it sounded like I said card vlogs. I wish. That sounds really, really fun, but actually it's the boring old car vlogs, you know, vlogs in the car. That was my original plan, and I still will be doing that once I get the new car. That's going to be happening in the next month or so, and as I'm sure you know, I am very, very excited about this. But anyway, back to the slime farm now. This is what we have here. You may be wondering, what on earth is it? Well, our slime are going to be bouncing about on this platform, and eventually they will chuck themselves off the edge and into the drink, and then they will end up over here at some cactuses, and hopefully they will just go straight on into them, just drop all of their slime balls, and then we will be able to transport those slime balls up to the base via an item elevator, bunch of hopper systems, the standard redstone stuff, you know what it's like. So yeah, that is the plan. Hopefully it all works. That's quite essential that it works. But I think the next thing that we need to do is we need to put a wall around this place, because it's looking a little bit worse for wear. Now, would you look at that? That looks a whole bunch better, doesn't it? That is so much better than it was a couple of minutes ago. Just a simple addition of stone bricks. I'm sure you've all heard that one before from me. Yeah, I often do use stone bricks, but I'd say this time it is fairly justified, because everyone knows the stone bricks and compressed ice, just a match made in heaven. It's just a match made in heaven, isn't it? Look at that. You could not pick a better combination of colours there. It looks brilliant. So I am fairly happy with this room. I think this whole room just looks really, really good. We have also got the water area. That's all nice and fancied up. Now, all we need at the end here is we need our slime killing area. That is where the cacti come in, and the hoppers, and all of the redstoney stuff. So that is what is going to be going in this corner here. This is where we are going to be picking up all those slime balls. But fairly happy with this project right now. I'd say it looks pretty good. Whoa! Things have been occurring over here. Wow, look at this place. The iron foundry has been spruced up. Blimey, and it's still working as well, in case anyone was wondering. There are still iron golem flowing out of this thing. There is an iron golem stuck there though, which is actually going to be lowering the rates of the farm. But yeah, look at this place. I have not been here in ages, but there are iron golems everywhere. I don't know if that's because they're flowing out or something like that, but let's see. Yes, there is iron going around here, which should mean that all of these chests are full to the brim with iron, and also, yeah, we've got tons and tons of iron blocks over here. So if anyone is wondering why I use a lot of iron, it is because of this thing. I built it around about 4 or 5 months ago now, and it is still going strong. What a beast. This is definitely one of my favourite builds I've ever done in Minecraft. But anyway, just came over here to pick up some iron, saw this wonderful construction, and I thought I would let you guys know of it. The cacti are in place. This is where slimes come to die. Okay, so they will just stroll along this water stream here, hit the cactus, their drops will fall in the hoppers. I mean, you know the drill. I've explained this to you multiple times in today's episode. Now, behind this wall here, we have a little hopper string that is going to take the items off elsewhere, but we will get on with all of that later on, probably in the next episode. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give it a tester. I am going to AFK here for probably about an hour or so, and we will see how many slime balls we get, whether the rates are really good or awful. I mean, it could go one of two ways. Hopefully it is the better way. That would be very, very nice indeed. So like I say, I'm going to go AFK, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So I was actually AFK for about an hour and a half, went away, watched some Louis Theroux. I don't know if any of you have seen Louis Theroux's documentaries before, but they are very, very good. His documentaries are so on point. If you have got Netflix, I would highly suggest checking them out because I really, really enjoy them. But that's completely off the point. How many slime balls did we get? We got 48. That's not bad, is it? For a 1-layer slime farm, we got 48 slime balls. You know what, I'm pleased with that. I would say that's been a fairly successful build in terms of slime farms. And like I say, in the next episode, we will get on with transporting these slime balls all the way up to the base. So then we can have them in a centralized location. We can pick them up when we need them. And that is what my base is all about. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.